Okay, testing 1, 2, 3. Can anyone hear me? Okay, testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello, hello. All right, good, 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 good. So here we are. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a good Thursday. I hope everyone is doing well and wishing you all the best. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I don't know why I was showing looking for game capture. Anyways, welcome back. Gonna be doing some Path of Titans tonight. Probably only gonna be streaming for a couple hours at most, but we'll see. New Path of Titans update is out, and gonna be trying one of the updated dinosaur species. So this would be Suchomimus, Latinavenatrix, and the other two, which I have not grown on the server, are the Alioramus, looking way more lean than previously, and probably more excitingly, Camptosaurus, getting practically a full-on remodel, and actually looks like a Camptosaurus now. I'm not sure which one I'm going to be playing, honestly. But yeah, those are the new species. Or, well, updated species. Nothing new has been added to the game yet, so... either that or I could play one of the other ones that I have. Metrocanthosaurus got some new stuff. But I think for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to go with Suchomimus. So this update, along with updating a lot of species, has done some pretty big changes. So for instance, this area, Triad Falls, has gotten some visual overhauls and changes to the layout. And areas down here like Young Grove got updated. Saltwater Marsh, I'm going to try to go here today because Saltwater Marsh looks absolutely incredible in this update. So that's going to be the goal for today. But yeah, besides that, just a few minor things. Still looking for what to do next. That has still not changed, but progress on the project that I alluded to before is going quite well. I'm pretty much nearly done the first phase of planning and working on the project, which is a lot of research is going into this project, to put it simply. It is paleo focused, and as such I'm putting a lot of research into it with as much of the modern scientific understanding of that particular topic as we have. And one thing I will say is I'm still not sure what format I'm going to be sharing this project on. It is a visual medium for the most part, so I'm not sure whether to use something like a blog post or some art sharing website. Those are all valid options, but I've yet to really find a good website that I can use to share this work on. So that's something else I've been trying to work on. So there is drama. Simply gonna hide that. Thanks for pointing that out. I typically don't read the global chat, so I don't catch on those. That's actually an excellent idea, Onayo, and in fact, I did, along with the actual project itself, I also wanted to discuss the research in relation to the project. So that is, so it would be basically put into two parts. The presentation of the project itself, which is a work of fiction that is heavily based in modern understanding of science, and then the research that went behind it to better explain the decisions I made and how things are depicted. Because while fiction is great, and I think fiction is a wonderful avenue for education, it doesn't help if people don't know how certain decisions are made. So as a good example, for instance, in the original Jurassic Park film, a lot of you may remember that the Tyrannosaurus couldn't see you if you didn't move. And for a long time, people thought that given how rigorous the scientific development of dinosaurs was in that film, that that was fact. When in fact, it was a creative decision made from the novel that for some reason in the film they left out a key detail, which was that in the novel the whole reason the Tyrannosaurus could only see you if you moved was because it inherited that from its frog DNA. And none of the films rectified that and simply stated it as paleontological fact from the fossil record. So this is why while it's good to incorporate realism and speculative elements in works of fiction, having a way to explain some of the more creative decisions and say what is based on scientific reality versus what is inferred is really important. So that is definitely something I want to incorporate into this project as well. So that any of the elements that are speculative in nature don't get mistaken for scientific fact. Hey, King Squids. Yep, this is actually the second live stream I've done. I did one about a month or two back, just to give an update on where I've been and what I've been up to. And that live stream is still there if you want to check that out. But I'm just giving little updates on playing a game for now. And yeah, I would say it is comparable to speculative evolution in that regard. However, instead of speculative animals that have yet to evolve, well, I don't want to give away too much. Just know that there is a method to the madness, as it were. And I'm also thinking that when the project is ready to be showed, and I've started the beginning of the project and I'm ready to share it online, I may make a little trailer for it, since that's a new video will probably be the easiest way for most of you to find out about it. So that's also something to look forward to. Okay, I know that I had an auto. There we go. I was trying to find the auto walk button. Ooh. Hold up. Okay, sorry about that. I think I hit a key that was a shortcut to a different window. It should be back. Okay, it is. My bad on that. That's why I need to like tab out constantly to read chat and make sure the stream is actually working. So on the topic of Suchomimus, this is a fairly large spinosaur theropod from northern Africa, early Cretaceous period, a relative of baryonyx and the like, famously known for having somewhat of a long, short hump on its back, as opposed to the full-blown sail of Spinosaurus. Much like other Spinosaurs, they are thought to be primarily piscivorous, with some tendency for hunting terrestrial animals as well. And in this game, they lean very heavily into the idea that Spinosaurs were semi-aquatic to an extent, with this game even having them capable of not only swimming very well, but also diving underwater. And that point in particular is still being very heavily debated in the literature, with almost every year the argument swinging in one way or the other. Speaking of, oh, that's two Pycnonemosaurs. Okay, good. Nope, never mind. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, if they were to attack me, my only safe bet would be to run into the lake that's right there, or lagoon rather. But I think we're good. So yeah, in this game, Suchomimus is very heavily built as a semi-aquatic predator. Oh, and there's a corpse here too, that's good. Yeah, this one in particular is the speed subspecies, which I believe is... I think I'm going to have to go into editing mode. Yeah, okay. Well, you're capable of changing your subspecies in this game, and although it seems like I need to be in the home cave to do that. Man, those two are so intimidating. I am on Path of Titans, Rocker. But yeah, so that's it for Suchomimus. I guess the only other thing I should of note is it was described in the 90s. Paul Sereno was one of the principal people behind its discovery, who's also well known for the naming of Sarcosuchus, aka Super Croc, and has been on a lot of expeditions to northern Africa in recent years for fossil finds of the early Cretaceous period. And although an interesting note on regarding Suchomimus and its semi-aquatic abilities, one particularly recent paper looked at Suchomimus, Baryonyx, and Spinosaurus to see if any of them were capable of spending extended periods of time underwater. And what they found was that Spinosaurus and Baryonyx did dive underwater, but Suchomimus didn't. Despite Baryonyx typically being depicted as a more traditional theropod among the three Spinosaurids. I can waystone you over to my location. And I should also mention this particular server. This is NatHist, or Natural History, and it's a semi-realism community server. So it has it has like some rules regarding how to behave, just to prevent giant packs or mixed packing and the like. One specific thing is that carnivores can only pack with other members of their own species. Or I guess genera is the more appropriate term. So you won't see any you won't see any like Suchomimus working with Tyrannosaurus or anything like. And as for my opinion on Eurypterids, I think Eurypterids are extremely cool and underappreciated. Eurypterids need way more representation than they do. Some of the largest arthropods to ever live, and were the dominant predators of the early seas. Incredibly cool animals. More general term is sea scorpion, for those who want to look them up. What was not group chat? Some additional Suchomimus facts. Some species that it coexisted with were the aforementioned Sarcosuchus, as well as the, I'd say, equally famous Oranosaurus, a large ornithopod somewhat between iguanodontians like Iguanodon and hadrosaurs like Parasaurolophus, with notable for also having a giant sail on its back, much like Spinosaurus. Lurdusaurus, which is a very large and robustly built iguanodontian. And also Nigersaurus, which is a very peculiar small-bodied sauropod with a very distinct head shape, designed for cropping up a lot of vegetation on the ground floor, as opposed to browsing from trees. Ah, okay, now I see the problem. So, turns out the button that is used for auto walking is the same button that turns the screen black. So in fact, while I'm at it, let me fix that right now. Okay. There we go, that's much better. Oh, forget, that's something that has to be done now. Now, if I was a fool, part of me is tempted to go into Impact Crater, both because it's a good questing spot and there's fresh water there. However, for anyone who's played Path of Titans, you do not go into Impact Crater unless you're looking to pick a fight. It is quite frustrating, to say the least, to go there to quest as a not fully grown animal, only to get absolutely demolished by a pack of Tyrannosaurs. Yeah, Suchomimus used to have this weird glitch with its forearms where when it was sitting, one of the arms would pronate. Not sure why it had that on the old model, but thankfully that was fixed on this one. Okay, so I think in that case we're gonna head north. No thanks, I choose life. See, if you're gonna play Suchomimus in this game, you may as well live the pirate lifestyle. Yar, we be plundering the booties. on the seven seas of Gondwa. Arr. The blasted Tyrannosaurs be stealing me tiger nuts. I be sending him on a one-way trip to Davy Jones' locker. Yarg. Yarg, that be something of illegal matters. The government do not want to know about the mermaids, yarg. I needs to hunt a little lizard critter. We be going off to starboard side. At least I assume that starboard means right. I do not know all there is to know about the pirate terminology. I will say, I think this game can be incredibly beautiful at times. That is a scenic shot right there. Who knows, if we're lucky we'll even run into a Kaiwakia. Oh, I hear something nearby. Now we head on down to the bottom of the sea. But not this way. It's too much of a steep drop off. Oh. Good eye there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And I suppose now we take our risks out at the high seas. 'Tis not the pirate's life if he are willing to take a few risks. Ah, here we are. Sharp-tooth marsh. I remember last time I was here there were fish in these waters. It's just a matter of finding them. No, I'm not listening to music. I would, except I don't want this live stream to get copyright struck. And I don't have a good way of actually playing music either. Oh. I'm gonna fish. Oh, that barely gave anything, jeez. Oh, I think those are some gar? No, rays. Oh, stingrays. Don't know what that buff is. I know some fish give buffs, but I don't remember what they are. Oh, we got a big one, boys. Get over here, Arapaima. Why are you so fast? Gotcha. You spastic little gremlin. Alright. Got an arapaima here if you're hungry. I don't know. Why is Path of Titans better than Star Wars Jedi Survivor? Yo, can't argue with that. Fishing minigames are best. Here, the arapaima's here if you want. Okay, drenched blows, deal more damage, see clear underwater. Yeah, I'm gonna go with drenched blows. Hide, streamlined, amphibious doesn't help, and that just leaves legs. I love how much this place looks like an actual swamp. Oh, there's a bone pile here. That's the first I've seen that. Rocker, you have any cool bug facts to share with the stream? That's all good. That's one cool bug fact is that I would say Anodontosaurus is my personal favorite dinosaur to play in this game. I really like tanks and I love Ankylosaurus. Oh, okay, what's your fact? Cyanide is poisonous because it binds to hemoglobin, the oxygen-carrying component of blood. That was something I was not aware of. So if you get cyanide poisoning, in a way you die because you suffocated. You know, that actually reminds me of a really funny story from high school. I knew someone who said that if you died in a fire, it's because you drowned. Because in a fire, when you inhale smoke, it would produce water for some reason in your lungs, and that's what would kill you. Not exactly the most logical way of putting it. I could see where he was coming from, but no. That's not how dying in a fire works. You suffocate from the flames. You don't drown. You see, that actually makes more sense than the way he put it. He said that, like, being the smoke would fill your lungs with water, and that's what kills you. Which is also wrong, I'm pretty sure. That's because it melted. That's a very different property of fires. I haven't had a marshmallow over a fire in such a long time. Talking about Path of Titans, though, they've already announced, or they already released another update on the public test branch, which are even more changes to combat, so that's something to look forward to as well. This game could be so peaceful at times. not the most thrilling, but when it's nice and calm like this and you're just wandering around questing, this is what I really like about this game. Probably won't go on for streaming for too much longer. Stream got really quiet. I pretty much shared everything I need to be said, and we arrived at Sharptooth Marsh, so I think I'll probably go on for another 10-20 minutes before I'll call it. We're not alone on this island. At least I hear something. What are you? I know I heard something. Just don't know what it is. Whatever it is, it sounds close to me. I'll leave all the tiger nuts for you. Oh, I see it. What are you? It's not a Bar's Boldy, huh? Okay, well, I'm a lot less scared now. Oh, and for anyone still watching, keep an eye out for Prehistoric Planet 2, Season 2. It's just around the corner. Hello. It is going quite well. Won't be going on for much longer, though. Just 2 weeks away. Can you believe it, guys? Just 2 weeks away. I'm so glad to know this information. Woohoo! Let's see if I can finish this Paleosauna quest. There's a burrow just across the river. Grand Plains. Oh, that's not so far away. I might do that location quest next time I play. I also really want to grow Camptosaurus at some point because I tried it on officials and the new Camptosaurus is so fun. Its hopping ability just lets you get away from any conflicts that there are. Oof, getting a bit of a lag, but it should be fine. What? Wait, where'd he go? It was there for one frame and then it disappeared. Ah. Curse the critters of this game. I'll come back to it when it respawns. Wait for the bone to respawn. Alright, there we go. Oh, hello, Paleontology. What were you doing just standing on top of your burrow? Were you stuck? No. No, stop moving. I'm lagging, I can't catch you. Figures the last one I need for this quest. And it's lagging like crazy. It's just my luck. Well, considering the quality of the stream, I think I'm gonna call it here for now. But for everyone who dropped by, thank you. And I will definitely keep updates as the project continues to develop. So keep being you, I guess, and try to keep a positive mindset. Take care, everyone.